Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at a question I've been getting a lot of lately. Is right now the right time to sell my home? And the answer to that question is a little more complicated than a simple yes or no answer, largely depending on factors such as your current situation and what your needs are. But we're going to look at a few things to help you make that decision. The goal of this video is to help you decide if right now is the right time to sell your home. And if you do decide to sell, how do you get the most amount of money in your pocket in a time frame that works for you? As a potential home seller, it's important that you have an understanding of the current market conditions, especially as we're seeing marketplace shift nationwide, so that you can set the right expectations for yourself when deciding if now is a good time to sell your home. As we're seeing more homes enter the market and homes stay on the market longer than they were, it's definitely becoming more competitive for sellers. But that doesn't mean that right now is a bad time to sell your home. Real estate is local and largely depends on what's going on in your local area. In San Antonio, for instance, we're seeing homes sell on average in 40 days, which is quite a bit lower than the 5-year average of 59 days. So it's still somewhat competitive in this area. But your area may be different. The best thing to do is to get with a local real estate agent, see what's going on in your area and what options you may have. There are a number of things that have affected the housing market and caused it to cool. One of them being that less homes are traditionally sold in the wintertime. But by far the greatest effect has been rising interest rates. Although they have come down a little bit since more than doubling at the end of last year, they have had a great influence on housing affordability. This has done a few things. One of them is that it's forced buyers from higher price points down to lower price points. So if your home is a lower mid-level priced home for your area, then there may be greater buyer demand, and that could be a good thing for you. Another outcome of rising interest rates and the market cooling is that we're seeing those month-over-month price increases disappear. And I suspect that we'll see this stabilization continue for the foreseeable future. But this is also highly dependent on the area and what's going on in your local market. As we look to the future and what to expect in the coming months, one thing is for certain. The housing market that we've seen over the last couple of years was not a healthy market and is likely not returning. As things begin to normalize, it is going to take longer to sell homes, and patience is going to be an integral part of the process. If you've decided that now is the right time to sell your home, you may be wondering, how do I get the best deal? And there are a few things that you should consider. The first is that pricing your home correctly is going to be extremely important in this market condition. In our area, it's still hard to underprice a home, but overpriced homes will sit on the market and be extremely difficult to sell. Another thing is that you may want to consider preparing your home for sales, such as doing minor repairs and freshening up the yard. Also, your home is going to need to be marketed to a higher level than what we've seen over the last couple of years. You'll want to find somebody that can do a professional job at getting your home in front of the most buyers possible. And lastly, while we are seeing homes on the market longer and more inventory on the market, we definitely don't have an oversupply at this point. So if you're planning on moving and buying another home, make sure that you consider looking for that before you sell your home. At the end of the day, the best time to sell your home is when you're ready and when the conditions are right for you. But I hope that this video has given you a few things to consider and think about as you're making that important decision. Remember, real estate is very local to your area, so if you're thinking about selling your home, I'd highly recommend that you get in touch with a local real estate agent who can help guide you through the process and what to expect. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments down below. I'd be happy to answer. And if you found this information helpful, watch some of my other videos or consider subscribing as we learn more about buying and selling real estate. Thanks, and I hope you have a great day.